The Central Bureau of Investigation today withdrew its appeal before the Supreme Court of India challenging the Calcutta High Court order which had granted house arrest for the four Trinamool Congress leaders who stands accused under the Narada Sting scam case. The Supreme Court vacation bench of Justices Vineet Saran and B.R. Gawai has maintained that the court has not entered into the merits of the case and that the Calcutta High Court 5-judge bench will deal with it and all contentions remain open. Some of the crucial points from the Supreme Court hearing today was the bench consistently sought to know what was the prayer of the Central Bureau of Investigation before the Supreme Court of India. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta submitted that they were aggrieved by the judgment delivered by Justice Arijit Banerjee, wherein he was of the opinion that the four Trinamool Congress leaders should be granted interim bail. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta submitted before the court that the atmosphere in the state is such that the case and the trial for the same needs to be transferred out of West Bengal. Justice Gawai has clarified that the bench will in no way demoralize the High Courts. Solicitor General submitted that the Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and the Law Minister were present in the CBI court when the hearing was going on and that the Chief Minister was outside the building in a dharna while people were pelting stones at the CBI office which housed about 3,000 people. However, the Supreme Court today has stated that they believe that the Indian judiciary, especially the district judiciary, will not act under the influence of a mob. Justice Gawai recounted a personal experience from 2013 wherein he had delivered an order in the open court where the police had requested him to delay the pronouncement of the order since Mahila Morcha Mandal people were inside the courtroom premises, but Justice Gawai even then delivered his order. Commenting on the Calcutta High Court late night sitting which had overturned the bail order granted by the CBI court, the Supreme Court today has also observed that usually special benches are assigned during vacations to protect fundamental rights and personal liberty, but in this case a special bench was assigned to take away the liberty. When the CBI argued that the order of the house arrest was delivered without putting CBI to notice, the bench noted that even the Calcutta High Court order which was passed overruling or overturning the CBI court order of bail was also passed without notice to the accused. Now all the questions of law and contentions would be raised before the 5-judge bench of the Calcutta High Court. The Supreme Court vacation bench today stayed the observations made by Justice Siddharth-led bench of the Allahabad High Court wherein he had ruled that fear of death due to COVID-19 is a valid ground for anticipatory bail. Though the Supreme Court bench has not interfered with the particular bail order in the case, however, observations in this case relating to the grant of anticipatory bail has been stayed. The Supreme Court has clarified that the courts will not follow the directions given in this particular case and decide anticipatory bail cases on their own merit. Solicitor General of India Tushar Mehta, representing the Uttar Pradesh government, submitted that this man was a con man who had 130 cases against him. However, the Supreme Court bench noted that if he was out in all the 130 cases, it is only then that he had filed for an anticipatory bail plea in the 131st case. The court has clarified that if the respondent or the accused is not present before the Supreme Court during the next date of the hearing, the court will consider cancelling the anticipatory bail granted by the Allahabad High Court. The court has also appointed an amicus curiae to deal with the question of law in the case. Supreme Court vacation bench of Justices Vineet Saran and B.R. Gawai today issued notice to the state of West Bengal on a petition which seeks relief and rehabilitation for the internally displaced in the state of West Bengal owing to the post-poll violence. The petition in the Supreme Court states that due to the ongoing post-poll violence, about 18 opposition political party leaders were brutally murdered at the hands of the ruling party in the state and that even sexual crimes were committed against women. It has also been contended that people were made to leave their own residence or flee the state. In fact, Senior Advocate Pinky Anand, appearing for the petitioner, submitted that the National Human Rights Commission and the National Commission of Women be also impleaded as a party in the case since they have prepared extensive reports on the post-poll violence issue. Hence, the bench has not only issued a notice to the West Bengal government but has also impleaded NHRC and NCW as party in the case. Well, that's all from Supreme Court today. Do stay tuned with Supreme Court Today tomorrow as well. And don't forget to like and share baranbench.com.